This one's pinned, right? Let's go. Alright, time to spam everyone. Sure, let's publish it. Publish that boy. I bet. Now, we'll wait a moment for the dear viewers, and then we'll get to feedback in. And looks like it's going to be a fairly short feedback stream, unless more people drop by and send stuff. So I'll probably do some production after that, because I gotta make stuff. Been a busy week. Yo, what's up, Kelly B? Am I exporting something? Bet. I look forward to it. I'll wait like 1 or 2 minutes. Because technically, this time, I was early. Crazy fit. Thank you, man. I don't know. It's just my pajamas. It's Saturday, so, you know, I gotta stay comfortable. How you guys' weeks been? As my mic is probably a little too close to me. You know, having a good week. Anything exciting happen? Same headset, by the way. Yeah, I love this. I recommend this to pretty much everyone. Not because it's... Okay, so funny thing about headphones is, like, there are some people in this world who make the most insane music on the most trash headphones. Like, there are some producers who I have talked to, or people have told me what their setup is, who, like, make crazy music, like, releasing on, like, all, like, the crazy biggest labels, like Atlantic, or even, like, stuff like Monster Cat, NCS, who just, like, use garbage headphones. Because at the end of the day, it's not about what headphones you have, it's how well you know them. As long as it produces all the frequencies, you're probably fine. But anyway, yeah, I love these. I don't use SonarWorks. The thing is, once you get used to your headphones, you know how they work. That's it. That's all you really need. You just need to know how your headphones sound, and that mostly comes down to listening. This is why, to be honest, as amazing as studios can be for mixing, like proper, nice speakers, if you go in there for the first time, your mix is probably going to sound a little off. Unless you spend some time listening to other music and referencing, because you don't know how good the other stuff, what the mix and like frequency response profile of everything is going to be in that room. I think the high end's too sharp on the TT700 Pro. That's fair. I mean, at the end of the day, I think you should start off with what kind of immediately sounds good to you when you listen to music, and then from there on, just like get used to it. Just get used to your headphones, and everything else will work out after that. Okay, feedback. Man, I forgot to do this. Yeah. Let's go. Perfect. Made it last night. Oh, let's go. We got that fresh. Alright, let's start with haze. I already love this intro. This is kind of nice. Surprisingly dry. Like, there's not a lot of reverb, which I kind of enjoy. It's different. Okay. Oh my god, that ARP. Absolutely sick. That's wicked. Bum bum bum. That's super cool. What's chat thinking about that? Fire? You're unbiased, surely. Surely you're unbiased. Okay. First of all, yeah, I actually like this. It is, you know, there's an argument here that it's a touch long. I feel like I have to say it. I'm obliged to point out that this is a longer intro considering what's going on, but I think it's cool. I just think you get the effect of it after 15 seconds. So I think you cut this a little bit, because after this point, for me, it's like just looping and not developing. Especially if you're going to bring in the Reese, just bring in the Reese a bit earlier. You get the vibe. I kind of want to hear this vocal, not earlier, but I want to hear a little more of it, if that makes sense. Because you don't really get that much time with the vocal before we go into the drop. So it'd be kind of nice to have a little more of the vocal, even if it's just like taking chops of the vocal and making like granular, like ooh, like, you know, if you don't have access to, like, I don't know if it's like your voice or if it's, oh, vocals from Unoya. Answer my question. Perfect. You know, if you don't have access to like ad libs or like oohing and eyeing, then you could just use granular to at least get the vibe of it, and I feel like that'll be a nice addition. I kind of wish the vocal was drier as well to match the aesthetic of everything going on in here, and then you bring in the reverb for the drop. This is something I learned from Mafal, because like you kind of want there to be a contrast in electronic music between the break and the drop. And most of the time, the way that works is your break is fairly wet. You have a lot of reverb and delay and effects. And then your drop is a little more dry, right? If you think about like really, you know, like festival type of stuff or whatever, like you usually have like, the drop tends to be more dry. But if you think about stuff like deep house, like atmospheric stuff, it's generally all very spaced out. But I feel like for this, I like that you have this contrast, so I would keep everything consistent with it. I feel like I'm yapping, but fire. Mofog. Yeah, just say Mofog. Sure. There's something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, the mix down of the drop. It just feels quite noisy. In the sense where everything is like, I guess I could describe it as like whitened, where everything is like mixed to sound like the same frequency response as white noise. Not that everything is white noise, but there's a substantial amount of noise in here. I just think it's not quite tonal enough. If you are going to go for the super white noisy stuff, I think you really need to let the vocal be much louder and also make some space for it in the noisy elements to punch through. Because otherwise you kind of end up with everything just being like this like sheet of not quite direction stuff. I love this ARP you bring in here. I think this makes a huge change then. You also back off on the chords a bit, which is nice. Now, I know I rail on like the noise sound. If it's the sound that you like, then go for it. But for me, I just think you could have the element of noise, but just go even harder on the other stuff. I still want the vocal to punch through more, so I think the vocal needs to be louder. And maybe also have a little bit more EQ put onto the mids, and also like that 10K region to let it punch through. How much noise? Yes. That's true, that's true. Alright, next up, we got Pajama Punk. I feel like I'm well dressed for this. I only have the first part of the vocals done. Sounds good to me. Whoa. 1 inch.
I never known a dime, never known a man's daughter. I never seen a girl in the Cadillac I bought her. Never been the reason, but I never been the blame. Like everybody's looking, but nobody knows my name. People play the records, but I like the old school. Never known a problem, but I think I know you. Something telling me you be selling to anybody who yelling a little louder than they really need to.
This is so cool. It's got like that punk feel for sure. But the way you're rapping over it is like very 90s hip hop, which I like the crossover of.
Never known a dime, never known a man's daughter. I never seen a girl in the Cadillac I bought her.
I wish the vocal was less masked by effects It's kind of cool, but it feels like I want to be like feeling you right in front of me, like you're talking to me. I think this is something key about rap and hip hop that I think when you come from outside of the genre, and I say outside of the genre, it just means like, you know, if you produce a lot of other stuff, you're kind of used to processing everything. And I think when it comes to hip hop, my experience with it is like every time I've messed with an artist's vocal, they're like, no, you have to, like, I don't want it like that. I just want it to be like completely in your face talking to you, and everything is working like that. It doesn't have to be like that for this. I'm just saying, I think it could be a little more in that direction of being like upfront, a little bit more of that dry vocal, so that it feels like I'm close to you. You know, you're telling me a story right now. That's generally when I'm getting the vibe of this. It's like you're telling me something about your life, telling me about something that I need to hear. And the instrumental is here to get me in the vibe so that you can tell me the story. But you are telling me the story. So that's my MF Doom all rap. Literally, yeah. Which I mean, I'm super happy for you, man. This is such a cool direction to see someone go from like making like kind of offshoot bass house your own style thing to now like going like full indie punk hip hop stuff.
I never known a dime, never known a man's daughter. I never seen a girl in the Cadillac I bought her. Never been the reason, but I never been the blame. Like everybody's looking, but nobody knows my name.
That's such a cool effect, by the way.
People play the records, but I like the old school. Never known a
Like here, I just wish there was like a little more of that top end to, again, make it feel present. Bro's going places, 100%. 100%. I mean, all of you are, just to be clear. You guys are all cracked. Oh, I'm excited though. Soon, I say soon, probably like next month. Probably in March, probably for my birthday. Maybe I'm gonna drop a whole bunch of ideas that are like I finished or I started and like I got to a point where I was stuck with them, and I'm just gonna like drop a whole bunch of stuff that I had just sitting there, which I'm excited about because it means that in a way for me, it means I get to like start working on more new stuff. Yeah, my little garden of your photos, flower. This is a cool name. A flower, also known as a bloom or blossom, is the reproductive structure found in flowering plants. Flowers consist of a combination of vegetative organs, sepals that enclose and protect the developing flower. You guys, I feel like we should do a sample flip of that. That'd be kind of funny. It's not being lazy as a producer, start grinding. Honestly, I disagree. Okay, this is like a mindset thing for me, but like, I don't think the grind should be as romanticized as it is, because the grind is exactly what it is. It's difficult, and don't get me wrong. If you're drawn to the grind and you're like, hey, like I want to do this. This is like where I want to go, then that's a good thing. But or should be a documentary narrator. I appreciate it. It's funny. I feel like I should do some of that for my tracks, but I never trust myself to do it. I'm always like, it sounds kind of like terrible. Anyway, Dirty Octopus, my little garden of your photos. Let's get it. Oh, it's Botanica. Yes. Oh, that was a good one. I don't know if this makes sense, but I kind of want to hear new timbres in this. I feel like all of the sounds are very pleasant in like a way that is typical of Botanica, where you're like, oh, everything is like this pleasant, warm, nostalgic type of sound. But I would like to hear maybe a couple of elements that are not like the opposite, but just have some sort of contrast with everything else to deepen the feeling. I think this is something that I certainly don't do enough, which is like add elements that seem to not contribute or not like add, but almost go in like a different direction, with the idea being that like you increase the amount of contrast in the song and you actually make the elements you do have feel richer by adding this like negative element. Kind of how like in order for there to be a hero, you also need a villain. Like, I don't know, I'm missing something in the high end here of like very satisfying though. Super cool. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it really. Fax machine? Oh, good point. Yeah, go dig into those like Laxity samples or whatever. That'd actually be a good place to grab some Botanica stuff. Because I feel like Laxity's sample packs aren't, like the ones he has on Spice, aren't like inherently Botanica, but they fit really well. This is the most work in progress I've ever done. Okay. Monster Cat style D&B. Let's take a listen. Alright. Okay, here we go. Brother, no! How is it so... Okay. Sure. Work in progress. Work in progress. I mean, I see what you mean, but it's disgusting. That is absolutely abhorrent. I need a shower after that. What the fuck? I feel like here I'm missing a little bit of like, yeah, like the working of the sounds. Everything feels quite raw, but not yet like finished. Like it feels like you still have like some tweaks to make these like all sound cohesive and together. Still feels like a bunch of different serum patches working together versus like a tune. But that's nasty. That's so disgusting. I think if you distort this harder or a little differently as well, you'll get a little more of that like woo, like that vibrato fine-tuned modulation to come out. Because right now it's like, whoa, it's like very tubular, if it makes sense, and that it's the way that it's mixed, it's like not clean. There's like a lot of this mid-range below in the sound, whereas I kind of want it to be like, I also want the higher harmonics to take a little bit more of the lead there. I love the vibrato thing. Yeah, it sounds super crazy. Honestly, I almost dig this like just pure snare, like a lot. I feel like if you add extra sounds that layer in with this, but keep it a drum only fill, so you just get like a complete break of like not silence but no bass at all. I think it's such a cool idea, because I think especially on the dance floor it's such like a subversion. You're expecting like more bass, and then you get this like break and you're like bass. You know, like I think that's cool. Gotcha, and for sure, perfect. The peak of communication. All right, let's see. We get any new submissions? Oh, you sent me another one. I want to dance V15. I changed the. I will change the vocal eventually and fill in breaks more soon. Yay. Ooh. Nice intro, dude. Nice intro. You're Absolutely disgusting. Yes, sir. Okay, very, very short turnaround. I see. Nice. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Alright. I wanted to do like some production after this, but I don't know if I don't know if I can be seen doing production after this. Oh yeah, my chat's just like, what's up? Nice sound design, yes, crazy. You've really like the sound design is like gone to like a completely different tier. Not only in terms of like the quality of it, but also just like the way you're getting variety out of the same type of sound. When I say same type, as in like loosely. My main thing is like the vocal. I think the vocal in your drop here. It's kind of like a background element, whereas I feel like you should let the bass and vocal kind of like switch priority here, where you let the vocal lead kind of melodically, and all it means is just that the vocal is more in front. Because I feel like it's such a nice change after what is already like 30 to 40 seconds of more than that. It's like 40, almost 45 seconds of like drum and bass, like bass, you know. So letting the vocal come in here and just like create that switch up, I think is nice. Like let it take the lead. Because I feel like the idea of it is super hype. I just want to hear it more. I want to feel the vocal presently. We'll definitely try it. Bet. The other thing I was gonna say is also like in the second drop, I kind of feel the same way. Like I think you could just let that bum 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 bum. Let that be louder and more in the thing. Vocal thing? Yeah. That'd be cool. I feel like it almost needs like some extra distortion or some type of extra processing, and not a ton, because you don't want it to start like becoming the bass, you know, like taking the like you don't want them to start masking each other. It's kind of tonally in a good place, but you might be able to do a little bit of extra processing just to make it more, you know, pop. It's kind of like just like adding brightness on like a photo, or just like adding a little bit of sharpness. You don't want to go like crazy with it, but just you know, that little bit of extra sauce. Cool. Let me check the formula. Well, it doesn't look like we got anything, so now I have a choice to make. Do I end the stream here after 20 minutes? It's kind of depressing. Or do I make something? Thanks for the W feedback. Anytime, man. Anytime. I don't know what I'll do though if I do production, because like I definitely got to make some more samples for Monday. Which, by the way, guys, join the Patreon. It's like here. Join the Patreon. Wait, I'm rendering? Oh, bet. Render away, my good sir. Oh, we had actually the sickest. Dalek made something with the sample pack of this week. It's honestly kind of crazy. I definitely want to like share or like leak the idea a little bit. I won't do it on this stream, but I'll do it at some point soon because it's like crazy. But I've been meaning to like do some production with my own sample packs, but it's just like tough. It takes so much time to like make them and make them like pick out the best samples, and it's kind of difficult. It's like, okay, well, I could make the samples I need for next week, or I could make something now. It's kind of tough, but I think it'll get a bit easier as the weeks go by, and I just get more used to like making 20 samples a week. I also realized, like, and for this week I'll also make like a folder with all like 8 weeks, because I realize it's kind of annoying when you have to go back, 7 or 8 weeks if you missed a couple to download each one. So I'll definitely make like a month folder, or like a 2-month folder, just with like just all the stuff in it. That's a bit easier. Sick, bad. We love to say it. Just waiting for Dirty Octopus to render. Also, by the way, like, video-wise, what would you guys want to see? If I was gonna make videos, what do you want to know about? What do you feel like you could learn from me that other people might not be able to tell you? Because it might be nothing. That's entirely fair. But if there was something, I'm curious what y'all's thoughts are. Dun, dun, dun. Submitted? Perfect. Alright. Heath. Ooh, damn. Ice cubes. Yes. Okay, let's take a listen. I think this is gonna be Neuro, just by how brick this waveform is. Whoa. Damn. The neural complextro is developing. I think the only thing I'd want to hear is a little more stereo like distinction between some of the elements, because it feels like you have 2 stereo settings, which is stuff that's out here and stuff that's here, and I'm kind of missing that, like, stuff that's like 40% width, if that translates well. It's like, just like not all the way wide, but just kind of half wide. I feel like you have space there that you can use to get more out of it. High-tech complextro. Yeah, that ending's cool as well. What? Real? Yeah, that's my only thought, because everything else is good. I feel like it's supposed to be a little like melodically overwhelming, but even within that, I listen to complextro myself, so I get the vibe. You're just kind of like, ugh. It's almost like note vomiting, but in a nice way. I sent one last thing. This is the Kelly B and Dirty Octopus show, through and through. Oh, there's another 2. Wows. Joe, insane work in progress break.
It's in your eyes, I've seen the signs. I feel the sparkle in the air sometimes. Don't ask me why, just cross the line. I know how this will go, so hold me tight. You're the one I want, you're the one I need. I wanna hold you cause I need you by my side. Cause you're all I want, I got what you need. I wanna hold you cause I need you by my side.
Oh man, I really wanted to drop there though. That's so cool. Now I like this build. I was actually ready for that drop. That was surprising me. Joe, this is Joe. Stay tuned for next week. Bet. Future drum and bass. Yeah, I think this definitely would work for like that future drum, future bass, future. I feel like that's an awkward genre to say out loud. Future drum and bass. Because you're talking about it being next week. Anyway. Jupiter, okay, excellent. Indeed. Totally won't reference Maze and Trinus. I mean, hey. Do what you love, man. Just enjoy the music. Genuinely though, like you're I can tell where your sound design is starting to like, it's definitely still referencing them heavily, but I have a feeling that the more you do that style, the more you're going to collect specific sound design techniques, specific stuff that you'll enjoy. I saw your chat earlier, by the way, about like wanting to learn cool sound design methods. I will definitely have a couple of cool things in here. I feel like I'm still working myself on like certain sound design stuff right now specifically, because I'm learning a lot from like trying to find ways to take video game sound design methods and make them actually useful for music, because a lot of them are really melodically destructive in the sense that like they create really, really unique sounds, but they're just not harmonic. Like they don't have harmony. By the way, I just left Frankfurt yesterday, went to Germany, met a friend. Oh, hell yeah. Frankfurt's actually not that far from me, funnily enough. I like rail on Frankfurt every time though, because it's has the most oppressive train station ever. I get stuck there for hours every time, just like on layovers. I use one of your bases in your sample pack in the Monster Cat thing. Let's go! Let's go! Hell yeah. Wait, in which part? Wait a minute. Wait, do you know around which part? Because I'd be curious now. I'm super happy. The first fill. Oh. Is it that whew? Is it that whew? Or is it this one you mean? Like the fill. My mouse disappeared. It actually disappeared. Oh, here we go. Whew. That whew. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you guys like use the samples. It's weird. It's so weird to be like, in a sense, like part of your guys' music, because in a way I make these samples and I'm just like, these are things that exist, and I kind of forget about them. But then when I see them in other people's music, I mean, I had this experience a lot because like I was on call with that, like when he was making that beat I was telling you guys earlier about. He's just using the samples and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use this, and using them in ways that I like would never have imagined. I'm like, it wouldn't have occurred to me, or I just wouldn't have done it like this. So it's really cool because yeah, I get to be part of it. It's still yours though. In a way, I'm like, this is not me. I'm just putting things on the internet, and then you guys use them for whatever reason. Anyway, let's hear the wows. Ooh. Da da da. Da 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 da. Ah, that's super cool. I feel like if you add like a delayed like da-na, da-na, da-da, type of lead with just like this like ping-ponging delay that's almost obnoxious, you can use like the Porter Robinson delay as well. I feel like it'd be so cool. Hashtag not royalty free. Ba, 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 ba. Wait, what's not royalty free? I hope you don't mean my samples, because those are royalty free. You can use those for whatever you want. That I almost wish you like cut everything on that breath in, because I feel like it'd be a really cool moment. Just have like da 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 da, like just let it keep going. Royalty expensive. royalty quite affordable? Exactly. Free is the only kind of affordable for broke ass people like me. LOL. All right, what do we do, chat? At this point, I have no new IDs. I have to make new IDs. So what should we do? Should we do some sound design? Let me see. Does this work? No. Oh, it does. Hell yeah. This is something I was working on previously. Right. I don't know why my webcam is invisible. Collab. I mean, we could do like a sample flip as well. I think I'll try Tuesday or Wednesday to do a sample flip stream. I think that's my plan, is to take week 7 or week 8 and we'll do a sample flip, because I feel like it'd be so much fun. Yes, sir. Awesome. What was I making? I honestly forgot. This is something I had actually made last night. I abuse this this pluck too much. I can't remember when I made this pluck, but I love it. What do you think about it, chat? Labs W? Oh, let's go. If you guys like it, then we'll work on this. We need something cooler for the chords, though. Let's see. I want to add like some pads to it. This is gonna like break my computer, though. It's fine. Oh, we might be fine. This is like, oh, I know what I want to do. Where is it? Arctic. There we go. This is a great sound. By the way, if you guys don't know Decent Sampler, I will eventually like. I feel like this deserves like its own video of like just how crazy this plugin is. Sick pluck. Turn it to Skybreak color base. I haven't listened to it. Turn it to a break-in speed. Oh, turning it to a break-in speed requires so much focus for me. I don't even know if I could do it. Recontact, literally. Haunted microwave. Actually, wait. Let's open a haunted microwave. I downloaded it as like a joke. Let's see if it sounds any good. It'd be kind of cool if it wasn't like... It's like not quite... It's like... I guess it is kind of a C. It's got like some extra tones in here that are a little weird, but if we take like just one, if we take this A sharp, that's actually kind of cool. Wait, let's just cut the lows from this. The only issue is like I can't read the chat while I'm doing this. I up at 1:38 a.m. Oh yeah, true. Good night, man. It's just me and Kelly B chilling. Use parametric EQ too. Totally understand. I just like Pro Q4 is just too good to pass up. But you can do everything with a combination of parametric EQ and any kind of like EQ. Like there's a bunch of free EQs that have like dynamic stuff, and you can get 90%, 99% of the way there as you can with Pro Q4, but like Pro Q4 is just faster. OTT is my best friend. I am a little bit of an OTT hater, which is not entirely true. I'm like exaggerating a bit. I'm gonna remove this. I like how distorted it is. Okay. Yeah, it's like this oscillation that bugs me a lot. Okay, I'm gonna try something that might not work, but... Sounds kind of goofy. I don't know what the key of this is at all. It's probably what, a C minor? Yeah. Oh, I guess we could just leave it here then. Okay, that works now. It's not the most beautiful sound you ever heard, but it works. I know little to no music theory. Honestly, that's fine. I spent so many years not knowing music theory, and I don't feel like... I don't know. Many of the people I know who are really good at music also don't like know music theory. I just know like what the scales are. I think this is the thing that helps you the most. It's just like knowing what is what scale. So if you know, for example, like if you're able to just identify like, hey, this is at this scale, and you know, just roughly be able to know like, there's like scales and like they have certain sounds, or you know, these notes fit in here, so just so that you can mostly identify problems. So if something is like off key, or like, okay, well, where does it go to be in key? I'm like super pitch deaf in the sense of like, I say it kind of jokingly, but I do mean it. Like I have a really hard time understanding pitch, and I don't know why, but it's just true. I have a really hard time like making harmony that sounds good, and it's taken me so many years to get like to be like not bad. But now I'm like, I've kind of got it to a point where I'm like, this is fine. Not loving the amount of high end on this though, like. This is a cool pad though. Let's just leave this. Leave a little bit in the... I'm still not sure about this. I feel like this like, it's not even a Glock anymore. It's like a harp. It's kind of weird. What should I do now though? Only use down compression on the OTT and turn the time all the way up. All the three little things in the middle. Interesting. I personally like the upwards compression of it more, but because I don't use OTT to EQ, I like to sound design at all. This is like, okay. OTT for me is a sound design tool. I use it to just add extra texture. It's not a actual multi-band compressor to me. It does have that effect, but that's not how I use it. So here for me, like, this is not a sound, like, I'm not mixing the sound, I'm just adding extra juice to it. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I've always found it's worked for me. This is like so Outer Wilds. Big fan. Not a big fan of that. I don't know if that makes it sound better, but... I kind of like this, but something about it is like not hitting for me. I kind of want to have this be like... Because this is going through a delay. But I actually wonder if I... I'm not sure I like it. Kind of prefer this. This is cleaner though. See, I feel like I'm too slow of a producer. Maybe you turn this into a melodic dubstep track or a unique future bass track, W guitar, beautiful melody though. I appreciate it. Yeah, I get stuck here though. I get stuck on like tweaking things before I've like made a whole arrangement. Let me see, what can I add here? Unfortunately, I have like the old version of Lab, so I don't have like any like great of the newer guitar stuff that's actually really cool. I do love this though, which I have. Let me just add Guitar Labs. Too many. Is it here? Yeah, here we go. I have this guitar setup that I love. It's kind of taxing on the CPU, but we use guitar reg. Oh my god, guitar reg is gonna explode my computer. We're good. Is this set to stereo actually? I don't know. There's a weird thing with guitar rig, yeah, where it'll take one channel. I think in this case it doesn't matter, but guitars are goated for breaks. 1 hour is too little for production. I suck at sample flips. Other people have like templates for drops or something and presets ready, or they're just goated. Yeah. Like using the break guitar and the drop by distorting it and making louder. That's a good idea. I kind of want to like, wait, I feel like I need to separate out these things. Yeah, let's just put this. I kind of want to add like a little extra something. Da da na na na. Can I get like a shorter note? Oh, that's the third one. Kind of want to add the. Oh, I want to see the chords. Where are the chords? We could add a C on here. Da da da. Let's see. Kind of like that. Yeah. Guitars are good at I like using the break drop. And Roy Knox just released a new track that sounds like a good start for a track for sure. Maybe some female humming in the intro as well. True. Really wish I still had splice. The C to G sharp is good. Like this. Wait, actually, let's see. Ooh, you're right. Kind of want to keep it on the same note, though. This shit's fine. Kind of like the C in here though. It gives us like an extra bit of like. One more time. Yeah, this. I kind of like what you were saying about this. Oh, the first 3 notes? Yeah, these first couple notes are super nice. If we do something like this, we need like some Atmos samples of something. That was a bit too much. It's probably not the right vibe. Is there anything in here? No. I gotta add a couple more like Foley samples in here. I wonder, do I have anything in here? No. Oh, I know where I'm gonna grab something. I like this. It's a little too much high end, but thank you, Windows Update. Maybe turn the A sharp under the C. Oh, good point. Define it first. Yeah, that cleans it up. Do you have Portal? I don't, funnily enough. I do not have Portal. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna do here? I'm like so lost. I feel like I've not lost my touch, but I feel like a bit so rusty with like making songs. I'm like, oh, how do I? It feels so hard now to make songs because I'm so used to just like, ah, cool, I've made a sample. I've made like an ingredient. Let's see, anything in here that I can like? No. I want to reshape the chords of this though to fit into what? What's the first note here? Oh. Okay, thank you, FL Studio. C sharp D. But I want to take. Let me listen to this again. It's like everything on everything. I want to also grab this and move it over here. Okay, that's kind of a cool tone. It's kind of nice. There we go. That should go in a video. I think 80% of productions are main sound the listener will hear, and the remaining 20% will mainly be feel for the listener, like FX, ambience, etc. That's true. There's a plugin called Autochroma that has a free demo. I have heard of it. Personally, I'm kind of like just chilling with Retune. It does everything I need it to in terms of like tuning stuff. I want to have like some LFO something in here. Ooh. I love the sound. Not the right vibe for this though. No, I didn't mean to put it in Edison. The only thing I regret when I made this pack is that I just didn't make things less. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, FabFilter. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. How many... See, this is where, like, I really don't have, like, fucking pitch sense, because, like... Okay, this is... Could probably pitch this 5 up. I'm gonna use Retune again. Chat. That's a nice sound. Autochroma. It's like a free portal. Oh, I see. I use it until I got portal. It's called feel. The ambient sound, like a minor on the chord sound major, maybe that specific sound, or I'm tweaking. Now it sounds good. Yeah, it kind of. This is where like I love using Retune because it just lets me reshape the harmonics of a sound without losing too much of the actual. I want a longer delay on this. In fact, what I actually want to do is add an echo boy. This is something I learned from Billie Eilish's album. So you can do the coolest. I think it's a ping pong delay actually. But you can do like this type of. This type of delay where you get like basically left ear being like one shorter delay and right ear being a longer delay. Which for a simpler melody like this is going to work out, I think. This needs a little less something. Less top end. It's kind of harsh. You go for dabbing style? What does that sound like? Wait. Let me Google dabbing. Oh, I see.
In the night, but I can feel them. I've never looked across the room and caught your eyes.
Ooh. How have I never heard this before? This is sick. That's crazy that I've never heard that. Like drop wise? Man, let's listen to a drop. That's super cool. Yeah, not really my style. This is cool, but this is starting to get into like Grant territory. Okay. I kind of get the vibe though. It's like spaced out, but Grant is too good at, yeah, literally. Like this, I funnily enough didn't hear this until recently. This is 8 years ago and it sounded like this. Like, it's so unbelievably good. So unbelievably good. This as well is like probably one of his all-time best tracks. So insane. Grant won't give up. Ooh, good point. Let's grab it. Yeah, here we go. I'm just gonna skip forward a little bit. When I'm not good enough, say you won't give up. So many good ones in here. What a sound. Unbelievable. The songwriting is, it's so true. Like, we could steal some stuff from here for this. The thing is, like, I don't know, it just feels like the things I'm missing personally to make ever like mimic this style is like the understanding of like bass lines and bass guitar. I just don't get it. I think it's something I've tried and I will keep trying until I get it eventually, but I struggle so hard with like writing good bass lines. I feel like I just need somebody to explain it to me in a way that I haven't heard before yet. Because yeah, something that both him and Ellis, for example, really do well. Yo, what's up, Nari? We kind of finished the feedback, but if you want to send something over, feel free. I'm going to pull a Plankton and steal his secret formula. Yeah, I wish I could. Yeah, Nari, we're kind of just like, I was doing some production because we ran out of things. Just kind of chilling. I do want like a more insane sound on this though. In fact, I was gonna add. I wonder if we just cut the, not like entirely cut the piano, but just like nerf it a bit. This definitely add like a good amount of OTT too. Don't love how much like noise it's adding, but whatever. then let's add this to here. I just want to make sure this is like cutting properly. Right. Okay. Let's turn it down though. Let's add the magical. Where is it? Here we go. Check out what this plugin does if you turn up the flutter. Might be kind of hard to appreciate, but it's basically just a tape plugin made by this dude who just all he does is make these like free plugins that have honestly terrible UI but really high quality. Alright, did you send something into feedback? Because if there is, I will take a listen to it. You did. Let's go. Let me switch back to the technically what we're actually here for, but like got side quested. Alright, let's take a listen to Nari's demo. Hello, I'm Pretty Dom. Bet.
I made up a story in my head when we both walked in the garden. Flowers bloomed with everybody said, and you called me your Prince Charming. 'Cause I've been dreaming of you every night. Please don't open my eyes. Dreaming of you when I turn off the light. It's your hand in mine. I made up a story in my head when we both walked in the garden. I was born with everybody said, and you called me your Prince Charming. And it goes like
Whoa. Nice. Wow, nice. Yeah, I kind of agree. That future bound section could like be even crazier. But this is super nice. I love this. What I really want to hear is just like more out of it. You just kind of go like, okay, there's like some chords. But here, once we get to this build, it just feels like there's like nothing. I feel like there's no emotional building to here. So like by the time we get to here, I just want to hear like more context build up for this. More excitement melodically, if that makes sense. Otherwise, everything else is good. Sounds too similar to the bass house section. Yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of like supposed to be a bit A-B, but I mean, it would be cool if there was more contrast between the two, for sure. Oh man, my glasses are giving me a headache again. No, I can't see though. Or whatever. I gotta hold up my glasses like a monocle. Oh. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I mean here, and then other than that, it's kind of like in a solid place. I mean, finish the arrangement. It would be cool to hear a little more depth in the intro. I mean, I think the first couple seconds of your track are some of the most important, because this is where you're gonna not only like hook the listener a little bit, but give also like a setup for the vibe, and it's kind of just like a white noise sweep. So, I mean, easy stuff you can do is like take the very, very beginning of your elements, add a big reverb onto them, export, like print, freeze, bounce that reverb tail, and then reverse it so you get like a reverse reverb effect. We could like, that's one way to do it. Also just adding like some cool Foley effects here. Foley is like a super broad term, but just like some cool noises that are maybe a little atonal, but capture the general vibe of what you're going for with the song. Could be nice. Top 2 most knowledgeable producers that I know: Nasco, Teddy Killers. Who's Teddy Killers? I know Nasco, but Teddy Killers? There's so many good producers as well. Okay. Yeah, crazy. The vocal was crazy. Oh, what is this? I didn't. Just want to skip to the drop. I'm one of the worst for this. Ew, and awesome. Yo, what's up, Tincho? Hello, Kyokan. If you want to say something for me, go ahead. Although I think actually after your track, I'm gonna bounce because my headache's starting to get a lot worse. I really gotta switch to my other pair of glasses because they're not as bad. The issue is just when I don't wear my contacts and I try to do headphone stuff, my brain implodes. Yeah, please do send. Please do. Oh. It probably also doesn't help that I haven't eaten yet today. But I'm sure that's just a fluke. It's not at all related. A mere coincidence. Now I have this Grant stuff stuck in my head. Maybe for this I will do some Grant type stuff. I don't know what it would be though. I wonder if I should like change the BPM of this. Because if like... Wait, let me make the whole track listenable. If I like slow this down to like 135... that's kind of cool, actually, at this BPM. We could do like a D&B type of thing. Wait. I go in here. Do I have aim and breaks up here? Yeah. Let me just find like a aim and break. It's like around. It's just like any old aim and break. So loud though. It's actually not bad. Kind of cool. All right, let's see. Did our boy send in his thing for feedback? He did. Let's go. Let me swap back to this. Just get it. Feel you near demo 1. No, Scooby. Please quit music. Of course, are you gonna send something? This sounds like something Martin Garrix would use vocal-wise. I want to listen to that transition again because I feel like this is not bad. The reverse symbol though, could be improved. Boost the chords. Kyokan fixed transition. That's true, actually. Boost the chords. Da, 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 da. Nice bass fill. Kyokan is never wrong. Oh man, if only you guys knew how many times. It's funny because I was going through my old IDs the other day and I was like, oh, I was terrible. Oh my god. Like this vibe. Yeah, the vibe is good. I think the vibe is good. I think I'm gonna talk specifically about effects. Like FX, like sweeps and that type of stuff, because I feel like everything just sounds too recycled. Like the FX are super how can I say this? Like you have them in the right places, but they don't feel intentional. They just kind of feel like you haven't deliberately picked out like I need this specific sweep to give this feeling. Like it just feels like there's noise samples in there to like help move some energy acoustically, but I'm kind of missing that feeling of like the transitions having intention and like creating moments in them. It's just like noise sweeps, which is not inherently bad. I just think you can do a lot more. Yeah, I'm so lazy. I mean, I totally get it. I think that's the thing that, like, for me personally, is just what I care about as a listener, but also as a producer, is like making the transitions cool. I think it's because I'm so bad at doing everything else that once I get to a transition, I'm like, yes, this is my time to obsess over these 2 seconds of the song. Melody's good? Yeah, the melody's good. The fact that I can like hum it and recall it quickly is good. Yeah, the melody's good. But it's really just like here. I think here as well, it may just be like worth like spending a day making some cool effects. I mean, I know I've talked about this before. It will take me a very long time to do this, but I will eventually make a like complete transition pack with like cool transition stuff because I want it to use, frankly. Oh, work on it then? Perfect. Yeah, there's some samples on my Patreon which, you know, the Patreon, that I think it's probably week 5. I don't remember exactly which one, but there's some cool sweeps in there that are, I think, a little unique, that you can try using. It might not be the right fit for the song though. W plug. I feel like I have to, you know, I have to get used to like just being like, join my Patreon, it's free. Good title streamer. What's up, Toxic Wraith? I like everyone trickling in so late. This is kind of cool. Yeah, I really didn't know what to do with the title. I was just like, it's here. Do you want to send something in, my friend? Do we have any additional submissions? Oh, you sent in another one. You sent in a Trinus track. You sent in a mixtape, actually. I might listen to this later. Because this looks cool. Where's my chat? Oh. Skip to 54, 55. Wait, did you actually? Really? That's crazy. I have not been on Instagram, so I haven't been following what's going on with you lately, but like, really? That's crazy. That's actually insane if they didn't release it. That's... Why? What's the point of having a remix contest if you don't release the remixes? L stamped for real. To be fair though, I've always felt like the stamped remix contests were weird. Not even because like they pick tracks, but like it just felt like everything is always so like ephemeral, and like they like don't talk about the remix contest at all. They don't like promote it. They say like they make like one post and then you only find out like after 2 weeks. Either after, like, I always find out after they're done. I'm like, oh, there was a remix contest? Like, the fuck? I haven't done a remix in a while, actually. That'd be kind of fun to do. I have not done any, like, significant amount of music production beyond the samples. Because I'm feeding the fucking Patreon. Which is fun. I'm really enjoying it. But I really do want to do some more music stuff. In fact, I'm probably going to bounce now, make some food, and then I'll try making some music. Then I'll probably flip it into samples anyway. But... Toxic, are you gonna send something? Because otherwise I will put an end to this stream. W stream. I appreciate it, man. I love that you guys come here every week. Like, it's so cool that like I turn on my camera and there's like people that I see every week. Like, I really appreciate it. Thanks for listening. It's a pleasure. Yeah, I missed you too, man. I'm so looking forward to this next ADE. I'm gonna make it happen. I've been so busy lately with just like looking for a job, which is so much harder than it should be. You'd think like you have a degree now, like people would want to hire you. People don't even want to answer your emails, guys. Shit's awful. Let me send you the Ascend remix. Oh hell yeah! I mean, that's a great idea. Let me hear the winning remix. L people. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I do not know what's happening. I really am not sure if I should work on this track that I was on this one, or if I should work on something else. Don't know. Not entirely sure. Check Discord. Oh, okay, perfect. Here we go.
Which side are you on when you're waiting for dawn? Cause every time you need a favor, know that I could be your savior. All that you want
when everything's gone.
Staring in the face of danger, knowing it's human nature. So what you wanna do? What you gotta do? Nothing left to lose.
Yeah, he looks fucking gone in here.
So what you wanna do? What you gotta do? Nothing left to lose.
Oh, we got W commenters. The winning remix. Let's fucking get it. Oh, whoa! Turn that up. Oh my god. Yeah, what the hell? Another switch up. He's just flexing on us. What the fuck? Yo, what's up, Dally? Everything. Bam, 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 bam. Oh, let's go. Oh, whoa. Oh my god, that bit is so crazy. I can't believe how many switch ups you have in here. It's crazy. Toxic, 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 toxic. That is so cool. How many switch ups? Yes, exactly, exactly. Dak, you gonna send us any sauce? I think it might have overproduced a little bit, but I think they were. That's the thing. It's like under ordinary circumstances, I would be like, it's too many. But I think the switch ups are so homogenous, like they work together so well that I don't mind it at all. Like they are really good switch ups. None of them feel like they're distracting from like one thing. It just feels like you've got constant energy and like little things. Like even here, you're like, whoa. It's super cool. I think this is the only place where I would have given you feedback. Is like I feel like the break drums are kind of. It doesn't. The thing is, they don't sound bad in the sense of like, oh, this sounds not good, because I know you can make really good stuff. It feels rushed. It feels like you just didn't take the time to like you were working on other stuff, and so you didn't get to here. Better than the original? I mean, hey, if you like it better than the original, that's fair. I like the original, but that's because I'm like on a drum and bass trip right now. But like, I would listen to both of these easily. Are you gonna release it on your own, or like, what's the deal with it? Are they just being weird, being strange? Did someone say DMB? We know you're nasty at DMB. I know you're nasty at DMB for sure. You are disgusting. Filthy. Da, 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 da. I would say my songwriting is better, like the drops round up better. Yeah. No, that's a fair assessment. I'll shower soon. Oh okay. Yes, you should take a shower. I also need to take a shower after listening. So I want to see what steps I take. Yeah. Not sure what's going on in Stamped. I mean, it's cool that you won, though. I think it's a still a big win for you. Oh, they getting comments about it? Oh, shit. That toxic wraith influencer status. Man, I feel like you, out of all people, deserve to, like, get this win, too. Because you have grinded so much more. Like, it's funny because I was talking about like not everyone should grind unless they're really drawn to the grind. Also kind of messed up the Berk sample pack. Honestly, if people want to charge $80 for a sample pack, I don't care. Like, you can have an opinion on it, but like if that's what they say, like they want to charge for it, that has its place, right? It's Brooks, right? There's people who are willing to pay that type of premium, and that's fine, right? Mofog reviewed it and it was crazy. The sample pack or the remix? Yeah, you didn't even. I'm not saying like you've worked so hard, not just on the remix, but like you've been putting out content consistently. Like I have no idea how you do it, to be honest. I think at some point I would love to like get you to like coach me, like how to like get over myself a little bit and just like put out stuff. Because I think I do have ideas of stuff I want to do. I'm just like too afraid. I'm a little too intimidated by the task. I mean, that's where like the Patreon now is for me, like the starting point. I'm like putting out samples every Monday, and that's like a big deal for me. Like just let's have a call soon. Bet I'm super down because I want to keep getting better at like putting out samples, and it is fun. I really do enjoy it. New chapter of Kokon, definitely. That's true. I know it's like either it's gonna be good and like people are gonna enjoy it, or it's gonna be stupid and no one's gonna see it anyway, right? But I think my issue is that I unfortunately know too many people in real life who follow my Instagram account, so it doesn't feel safe to post there. But also, none of them probably even fucking remember any anyway, so it's fine. It's fine. I was gonna say I had something related to content to say. Now I forgot what it was. Yeah, I feel like that's the intimidation factor. It's not like the random people who will see it. It's like the people I know in real life. Although none of them would be like negative about it. So I don't know what's getting to me about it. Instagram is... Your followers won't see your posts. That's true. That is 100% true. Instagram's algorithm is so weird. There's like one video I remember I put out. I like randomly put it out. It was like I spent like a day and a half editing it. I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna post it to my story. And then some other people posted it to the story, and it broke through that like 1,000 view count. And I was like, I literally didn't tell anyone this existed. At no point did I tell anyone this existed. I didn't tell people to post it. I literally just put it on like, I posted it and then people started reposting it on their story. It's kind of fun. Five digits of followers and their reaches are the same as mine, less than mine. The fuck? Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. But I think as well, this is something that like, I don't know. I've met some artists in real life who I'll talk to them and then you see like, oh, they have like 10K followers. And then you start looking at the posts and you're like, you have 10K followers, sure. You have your likes and comments. You have your likes turned off, and you have like 7 comments on each post. Somehow, it's looking a little sus. Yeah. Also, the funniest thing that they'll do is they'll delete all of their posts, so they only have like 4 posts. They're like, yeah, like, and like I get it. Like I get deleting like old stuff, but it's just funny when it's like there's like someone with like 11,000 followers and it's like 4 posts and you're like, okay, so you want us to buy that you deleted everything and now like, okay, you're not like Travis Scott, dude. At some labels, yeah, I don't know. Labels are a whole different can of worms, to be honest. 27K streams and 5 comments. That kind of happened to us, actually. If like this was the weirdest thing. This is so funny because we literally made such a point. Like we had one incident where we had a botting issue with Sanctuary, which wasn't even our fault. We actually had 2. We had a couple issues with botting, and then this track blew up, and I mean it blew up on SoundCloud, and we were like, clearly we're being botted. But but like the like count was surprisingly good, and so was the thing. Basically, what happened was it was getting like super giga mega promoted in Asia through SoundCloud's like playlisting service, and it was like at the top of one of these big ass EDM playlists with like, so we were just getting thousands of streams, somewhere in the ordinance of like 5,000 to 8,000 streams a week from this playlist. It was 2 playlists, but it was so fascinating because Edmund and I were convinced, we're like, oh, it's botted, like what? Like it just didn't make sense to us. We were like, it's so weird. Yeah, it's like 250K. It's a good track though. Like I totally understand why this did well. It just feels weird because it's like playlisted. It doesn't translate at all to our brand. Just kind of crazy. This is why, like, personally, I've never been a big fan of, like, here I'm going to start saying things that are, like, kind of bashing on, it sounds like it's bashing on artists. I don't bash artists for going to labels that get them streams. Do whatever you got to do. I understand, like, it's also, like, income, right? You're making some money off of those streams. And if that's what you want, if you want just people to hear your music at least once, or hear it in a playlist and you don't really care that much, that's fine, you know? Go to, like, you know, I don't know if I want to name drop, but like there's a couple of labels that are like popular that I want a penny a month. Yeah. No, but like there's labels where like they have a lot of streams because they're super playlisted, but nobody listens to your music. Like there was one that I saw was this artist like paid to have like, they like broke 1 million streams on Spotify, and then they like paid to have it like displayed in Times Square, and I'm like, dude, honestly, like, you say that, but like, is that old Futurize? Kind of, yeah. I mean, I don't even know. I feel like even Futurize now is like kind of in the same boat. Like, I understand, do playlists, it's fine, but it's kind of a shame to see like those artists never get any original traction, partially because they don't put out content or put out anything, right? I feel like it's difficult to be like an artist like Brooks, who just has like a big organic following because his music is that good. And he was also putting out music at a time when there was just less artists overall. It's much easier to follow, like, you know, like back in the day with like future house music and stuff. It was much easier, and people were more willing to follow individual artists. I want NCS Arcade to come back. Me too. I was so aiming for NCS Arcade. I'm part of the team currently, and I do admit the streams are really mad, but we're working on it, especially social content. I mean, yeah, I totally get it. I mean, I love what you guys at Red Ocean are doing. I like fully support you. It was also one of the reasons why I felt I had to stop Sanctuary, because I felt like I was baiting artists to release with us, because like, as much as like I would love to give people that service, I just personally can't do it. I realized that after I was like trying, it's just like I alone as a human being could not provide the amount of work that was needed to make it real. I see. That's a shame though, because like the botting stuff doesn't get you anywhere long term. Like you're wasting your time, and you're putting out tracks that like look good. I mean, like personally, like I am not an artist who has gotten a lot of streams, right? I think maybe my Spotify is like 30K streams in total, maybe. And those are all like also kind of playlisted, but at no point did Mountain ever promote our track substantially. Like, you know what I mean? It's like we all like announced it, and like we sent it to Illumi and stuff, and that's cool, but we didn't like make any crazy promotion campaign or whatever. It just like people picked it up and it got playlisted. People added it to their personal playlists, and it did well. So there's nothing at NCS Arcade. It was full of smaller producers who were really good. Me and my bot friends. I remember when Illumi was good. I haven't followed Illumi for years at this point, because honestly it just got boring. I just felt like they weren't putting out the stuff that was actually really good. I think later I'll do a little ego research and see how many streams my songs have gotten, but JSCar Deja Vu. Illumi did 2 label releases in depth. I think they realized that like labels are hard. For as much as people want to rail on labels, and I totally get it, there's a lot of malpractice with labels. Labels are hard to run. Labels are hard. Music is a hard business. It is a really difficult business because it's very difficult to tell what everybody actually wants and needs, right? There's so much, individuality, funnily enough. Whereas if you think about any other business, right, it's very clear. It's like, if you manufacture steel, you need to know a few things. Is my steel good enough? How much do I charge for the steel? Who's buying the steel? Does this whole system make enough money consistently? Do I have enough clients so that I can keep the lights on and I make some money off of it? That's like, I'm leaving a lot of stuff out, but like, right? It's like conceptually a simple business. And then it's like, okay, I just need to do the thing and then do it correctly. When it comes to music or any art, you're like, what does doing it mean? And what does doing it correctly mean? And also, who wants it? And those are all incredibly difficult questions to answer. It'll be much easier if there's money to throw in, but no. Yeah, I think that's also a difficult thing, is like, it is a money game. Money talks and money wins. Like, you need the money to get the money. Although it is easy to like also like piss away a lot of money. I have certainly heard a bunch of secondhand stories of like people spending a bunch of money on promo and just like not getting anywhere. So you do need to be smart with it as well. That's also part of my hesitancy to make content. Is like, I want to do it right. And my idea of doing it right is like, I need to tell really good stories with the content. That's what I want to do because it's what I enjoy. But it's also a lot of work, and I'm not hesitant, but it feels hard to get any momentum. So I'm slowly but surely getting there. That's what the Patreon is as well for me. It's like the chance to start finding stories to tell, which is why I'm excited. Next week I want to start doing sample flips. I hope we'll do it next week. If it's not next week, it'll definitely be the week after. Like, I promise we'll do it. I'm going to try to keep music as one of my main hobbies. Yeah, do that. Like, for me right now, music is like the goal, but I understand that I have to make money right now. So I'm like looking for a job with the understanding that like I'm going to work hopefully 30 hours a week and then have the other time to like do music and also have money to put into it then. Right? That's kind of the goal for me with the Patreon stuff, is like have money, put time in, make sample packs. Thank you. I am excited about it, but sometimes also I get in my own way. Toxically, let's definitely have a call, because I think it'd be just nice to chat, but also have like, I definitely have questions for you about like how you're running your stuff and how you're doing things like consistently, because I feel like a little bit of knowledge and help will help me a good bit, and just like building up a little more like content every week. So I'm making like one video a week, which at this point is like a formula, which is good, but I know now it's time to start doing more. Anyway, I think I've yapped enough. Thank you guys for chilling with me and hanging out. I really need to eat. I need to cook, because I've not had a substantial meal yet today. But really, I really do appreciate these streams where we get to like, after the feedback, we just get to idle and chat. Super fun. Thanks for saying. Let's catch up soon. I will reach out to you. I'll put it on my whiteboard. I bought a big ass whiteboard. Best decision of my whole life. But I'll put it up on the whiteboard, so I'll reach out to you for sure. Do streams? I'm gonna eat now. Let's go. Eating it together. Maybe I should do a cooking stream. Just kidding. All right. I'll see you guys. Peace. Hopefully I'll see you guys for a sample flip next week. If not, I'll see you for feedback. Goodbye.